Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And in today's video, we will be discussing all of these points, not in detail, but yes, definitely we'll have a glimpse through all of these topics that what are the different kits that are available for men, for women, for pediatric, for geriatric healthcare, medicinal kits. What are the different combinations that I use, like aspirin with ceratopeptidase and aceclofenac with ceratopeptidase. Then you have benodylate, you have amoxicillin clavulanic acid, a lot of different combinations that are available, different kinds of dosages in which those formulations are available, like tablets, capsules, which are conventional forms, solution, suspension, drops, and the novel drug delivery systems as well for them, like transdermal patches or controlled release, like Metexcel, that is metoprolol extended release. So all of these type of formulations. Then we'll see about different anti-diabetic combinations, pioglitazone, glimepiride, and metformin and all, right? Sitagliptin and all, DPP4 inhibitors. So we are going to have a look at different color sweeteners like FDC, approve certain colors like tartazine, alizarin and all. But certain colors are being used in pharmaceutical industry and in some places where there are a lot of heavy metals, traces of certain carcinogenic, teratogenic, mutagenic substances that leads to a lot of complications. So let's begin with the different kinds of kits. So when I talk about the pediatric pharmaceutical kits, so they are basically child friendly, firstly, and they consist of different kinds of chewable tablets, syrups, drops, because patient compliance is very essential, especially pediatrics. They are not able to swallow the tablets. So we need for the first is the fever and management kits for pain, analgesic. So we have paracetamol, ibuprofen, thermometer, and ORS in one of the kits. Then there's another kit called respiratory care kit, in which there are nasal saline drops, nebulizers with bronchodilators, and then salbutamol inhaler with a spaso. Then we have vaccination kits for the trivalent vaccines like measles, mumps, rubella, polio, hepatitis B, diphtheria, pertussis, tetanus. Also, the certain cold chain storage devices products that are very essential. Vaccine syringes and needles, these are also available in the vaccination kits. Then you have vitamin and nutritional kits in which there are D3 oral solutions available, iron supplement syrups available, multivitamin drops and syrups available. In allergic kits, obviously you have anti-allergic substances and syrups like levocitrazine for or epinephrine auto-injector for extreme allergies. Then for geriatric pharmaceutical kits, there are certain disease management kits like chronic disease management kits for blood glucose monitor, blood pressure monitor, calcium channel blockers like 5 mg amlodipine, 10 anti-diabetics like metformin, hydrochloride, insulin syringes. For fall prevention kits, you have walking aids, bone density medications like bisphosphonates, alendronate, zoledronic acid, calcium and vitamin D supplements. For pain management, you have cold packs, heat packs, right? Because they need certain kinds of sprains require hot packs, hot massage, some certain kind of, twist or contraction requires a cold type of spasm for spasm to be relieved, right? So that depends upon it. Then you have cognition kits, so you have memory aids in which there are pill organizing boxes or certain reminder pill reminders, and there are cognitive enhancers drugs like Tacrin, rivastigmine, donepezil, galantamine, pyramidine, and all. Pharmaceutical kits for men obviously. For sexual health kits, you have sildenafil phosphodiesterase inhibitors, condoms, and lubricants. For prostate health kits, you have 5-alpha-reductase inhibitor, finasteride, alpha blockers, tamsulosin for again benign prostate hyperplasia, and digital rectal examination tools. For fitness kits, you have multivitamins, testosterone replacement therapy, and protein supplements. So these are the different kinds of kits. Can you see how beautifully these are arranged? Like you have first aid kits, right? You have Savlon, Dettol, cotton, adsorbents, and all those basic requirements. So these are, see how this is, these are the kits. In the next video, we are going to say about the kits for women. Though this is a very important kits, Stree Poshak, where stress for women. There are certain medications that are available for vitamin supplementation, detox powder, children and all. So the different creeds like the prenatal, natal, and postnatal kits. So prenatal kits include folic acid, vitamin B9, iron, calcium, fetal Doppler monitor, omega-3 supplements, menstrual health kits like tampons, pads, menstrual cups, pain relievers, agents like mefenamic acid, meftelspas, ibugesic, that is ibuprofen, right? Hormonal kits like oral contraceptive pills, hormone replacement therapy patches, breast health kits like mammography vouchers or referral vouchers, self-examination tools, Then for special populations as well, like a certain comorbid condition, pregnancy condition, you have different kinds of kits, like for respiratory care, for immunocompromised agent, for post-surgical cares, for hypertensive care, for diabetes management care. Post-surgical care includes a lot of dressing materials like gauze, bandages, antibiotics like cefixime, third generation cephalosporins, and also fourth generation cephalosporins, antiseptics. Next, moving on to the combination, of course, this is PANDI, the most common combination of pantoprazole, which is a proton pump inhibitor, that is GR, gastroreductive, and domperidone, prolonged release, which is an antiemetic drug. So it is a prokinetic, right? Then you have paracetamol and ibuprofen for in alleviation of the pain. You have Combiflam and Ibugesic Plus. These are the most common brand names. Amoxicillin, clavulanic acid. You have Augmentin. You have Amoxiclav. Different formulations for bacterial infection. Then you have amlodipine, atenolol. Then you have telmisartan, amlodipine, telmisartan 40 mg and 45 mg and 5 mg amlodipine. So in amlodipine and tenolol, you have tenolol A, you have amlovas, telmisartan and hydrochlorothiazide, which is a diuretic. You have telma H, telvas H that are used for cardiovascular, cardioprotective activity. Montelukast, levocitrazine, Monter LC, Montec LC. These are most commonly prescribed medications. Cefixime and ofloxacin that are useful for bacterial infections, especially respiratory infection, like you have azithromycin 500 and 250. Similarly, you also have a very famous combination of O2, ornidazole and ofloxacin for amoebiasis. Pantoprazole, domperidone, already discussed, it's a for GERD. Metformin, glimepiride for type 2 diabetes, in which glycomet GP and amylyl AM is the most commonly used. Then you have salmeterol, fluticasone, is a combination of a bronchodilator with a corticosteroid for relief of the COPD. Diclofenac, paracetamol for the mucoskeletal diseases, musculoskeletal diseases like Zerodol P is the most common combination. Voveran plus diclofenac, paracetamol is a very common combination used. Then you have azithromycin, cefixime, Azilex, and azitral for respiratory infections. Calcium and vitamin D supplements, where Shelcal, the most common brand, Shelcal, right? Calcimax. Then you have chondroitin and glucosamine for joint pains, very commonly used, in which Glucon D is also one of the brands. Then you have depoxetine, sildenafil, so phosphodiesterase inhibitors for premature ejaculation, preventing that. So you have Sohagram and Fos and all. Then you have Losar H. Losar, only Losar is losartan, while Losar H is losartan plus hydrochlorothiazide. Then you have NSAIDs plus ceratopeptidase, in which Combistat, Nestra, some of the brand names. So Zerodol SP, you also have Zerodol SP, where it is a combination of ceratopeptidase SP and Zerodol is for aceclofenac. So these are the most commonly used combinations. And yeah, you can see other combinations as well, other different drugs, the therapeutic units in the different dosage forms, like paracetamol, analgesic antibiotic tablet solutions, suppositories, injection, fast dissolving films, effervescent tablets for amoxicillin clavulanic acid. You have microspheres formulated for oral suspension, transdermal patches of amlodipine, GRDDS, gastrointestinal drug delivery system for metformin, nanoemulsion gel for your aspirin, SLN, solid lipid nanoparticles for your atorvastatin, that is antihyperlipidemic. Then you have nanoparticles, so cefixime, orodispersible formulation for your levocitrazine. And then you have floating tablet, RAF system, MUPS, multiple unit particulate system for your omeprazoles. Then you have liposomal preparations for azithromycin. Then you have DPIs and MDIs for very famous bronchodilators. Then you have controlled release formulation of clopidogrel, 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 antiplatelet agents. Right? So these are all conventional dosage forms over here, and these are all novel drugs. So many people say that it is very difficult to bring about the novel drug delivery system from bedside to bedside. But these are some of the examples that have been brought from bedside to bedside, right? So I hope that this helps you with doing an innovation in the novel drug delivery system. And then when I speak about the flavors, color in dyes, pigments, so there are certain dyes and certain colors like tartazine, brilliant blue, indigo carmine, erythrocene that are being water soluble dyes and are certified, while the fat soluble or oil soluble dyes include aluminium dyes, very famous. Then for drug and cosmetic colors, you have lipstick colors, DNC orange, green, yellow, violet. There are different dyes, lakes, pigments, colors that are being used. So the pigments include titanium dioxide, iron oxide, zinc oxide, and other colors that are non-certified are caramel and natto. And natto is a very commonly used orange color that is added. Beet juice powder, spirulina is a blue-green algae, so that it provides a color of blue-green color. right? Then you have other so non-certified additives, that is maltodextrin, silica gel, HPMC, polysorbate, and certain other excipients that also have a colorant properties. Like magnesium stearate is used as a lubricant, but it also imparts color. Microcrystalline cellulose, it is the brand name is Avicel, right? You get microcrystalline cellulose, very commonly used. And also there are co-processed excipients that are available nowadays, premix excipients that are just to be added in the formulation for the granulation time, and then your tablet is ready. Just punch the tablet and coat it if required, and your tablet is all set. And the different preservatives and the different health risk associated. So sodium benzoate is a carcinogen, is linked with the hyperactivity. Parabens, methylparaben, propylparaben are said to be reproductive toxicity teratogenic agents because they cause endocrine disruptors. BHA, that is butyl hydroxytoluene dihydroxy anisole, are again preservatives that have potential carcinogenic and encephalopathy like effect, or hepatomegaly, splenomegaly, a lot of different side effects. Sodium nitrate has nitrosamines, which is the most common agent for rectal and stomach cancer. Potassium sorbate for allergies and genotoxicity. There's different colorants that I was talking about: tartazine, sunset, brilliant blue, allura red, carmosine, ponceau. So ponceau is cochineal red only, nothing else. Ponceau stain, ponceau stain is used in the blotting as well, Western blotting. So it is involved in the hyperactivity in the children. These are different side effects that are associated with this behavioral problem, cognitive problem, etc. And then finally, you have certain other flavors like vanilla, benzyl alcohol, diacetyl that have been said to be related with a lot of diseases like tolerance, a lot of serious lung infections triggering allergic responses, respiratory responses, and then sweeteners like aspartame causing phenylketonuria, saccharin leading to a lot of bladder cancer, S-sulfam leading to a lot of metabolic processes and disruption in those processes. High fructose corn syrup is involved in a lot of metabolic diseases, cardiometabolic diseases, and sorbitol involved in a lot of bloating, gastrointestinal tissue. So this was just a brief in glimpse of what are the things that are going to be covered in the series. Then I'll be also performing certain demonstration of the different colors that are added, like when immediate release is added, how quickly it dissolves. Then in HCl, the enteric coating tablets are dissolving, the sugar coated tablets, when are they dissolving, all those things, right? So you can have an idea that how does these tablets really work, because we study them in theory, but in practical life we fail to, understand the mechanism, like different GIDDS, how do they floating tablets, graph systems, and all of these things. So right, so we will be discussing all of them in detail. Then what are the effervescent tablet, how are effervescence produced and all. So yeah, stay tuned and I hope that you will enjoy the series. Thank you so much for watching the video.